Jaya Rama-harṣaś Kunjabi Hare Gopi Jana Ballabha Girivaram Jare Gopi Jana Ballabha Girivaram Jare Jasodanandana Prajadana Ranjana Jasodanandana Prajadana Ranjana Jamunatira Vanachari Jamunatiram Vanachari Jayaranamarava Kunjabi Hare Jayaranamarava Kunjabi Hare Gopi Jana Ballabha Girivaratari Gopi Jana Ballabha Girivaratari Jasodanandana Prajadana Ranjana Jasodanandana Prajadana Ranjana Jamunatira Vanachari Jamunatira Vanachari Jamunatira Vanachari Jamunatira Vanachari Jayaranamarava Kunjabi Hare Jayaranamarava Kunjabi Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, oh, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Jayam Vishnu Pad, Paramahamsa, Paridahyate, Hastāt Shimad. His Divine Grace Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Tridandi Goswami Maharaj Prabhupada ki jai. ISKCON Vandavacharya Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Bhatita Pavana Savior the fallen souls Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Srila Prabhupada flooding the whole material world with a tidal wave of super ecstatic Krishna Prema ki jai. Jayam Vishnu Pad Panamahamsa Paridahyate Hastāt Shimad. His Divine Grace Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj Prabhupada ki jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai. Nama Charnja Srila Haridas Thakur ki jai. Premsa Kaho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gopi Gopinath Shamakon Radhakon Giri Govardhan ki jai. Vrindavan Dham ki jai, Mayapur Dham ki jai, Navadip Dham ki jai, Jagannath Puri Dham ki jai, Gāṇḍīvaṁ ki jai, Jamunamayi ki jai, Bhakti Devi ki jai, Tusi Devi ki jai, Samaveta Bhakta Vrinda ki jai, Gaura Premananda. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to Shri Guru and Gauranga. All glories to His Divine Grace. Srila Prabhupada Namah Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namane Namaste Sarasvate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschitadesha Tarine. So today we are reading from Srimad Bhagavad Gita as it is. We wouldn't want to read one of these bogus Gitas. We want to read the Bhagavad Gita as it is so we don't get misled by these bogus commentators. Bhagavad Gita as it is, chapter 1, text number 29. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Vepathuś śarīre me roma-harṣaś jāyate gāṇḍīvaṁ sraṁsate hastāt tvak caiva paridahyate vepathuś śarīre me jāyate gāṇḍīvaṁ sraṁsate hastāt tvak caiva paridahyate vepathuś śarīre me roma-harṣaś jāyate gāṇḍīvaṁ sraṁsate hastāt tvak caiva paridahyate
vepathuś śarīre me roma-harṣaś jāyate gāṇḍīvaṁ sraṁsate hastāt tvak caiva paridahyate vepathuś śarīre me roma-harṣaś jāyate gāṇḍīvaṁ sraṁsate hastāt tvak caiva
paridahyate vepathuś śarīre me roma-harṣaś jāyate gāṇḍīvaṁ sraṁsate hastāt tvak caiva paridahyate. Ladies, vepathuś śarīre me roma-harṣaś jāyate gāṇḍīvaṁ sraṁsate hastāt tvak caiva paridahyate vepathuś śarīre me roma-harṣaś jāyate gāṇḍīvaṁ sraṁsate hastāt tvak caiva paridahyate vepathuś śarīre me roma-harṣaś jāyate gāṇḍīvaṁ sraṁsate hastāt tvak paridahyate vepathuś, trembling of the body. Cha, also śarīre, on the body. Me, my, roma-harṣaś, standing of hair on end. Cha, also jāyate, is taking place. Gāṇḍīvam, the bow of Arjuna. Sraṁsate, is slipping. Hastāt, from the hand. Tvak, skin. Cha, also. Eva, certainly. Paridahyate, is burning. Translation and purport. By His divine grace, Om Vishnu Pad Paramahamsa Parivajakacarya Astatarasadashī Shemad A.C. Bhaktivedanta Tri Dandi Goswami Maharaj Prabhupada. My whole body is trembling. My hair is standing on end. My bow Gāṇḍīva is slipping from my hand, and my skin is burning. Purport. There are two kinds of trembling of the body, and two kinds of standings of the hair on end. Such phenomena occur either in great spiritual ecstasy or in out of great fear under material conditions. There is no fear in transcendental realization. Arjuna's symptoms in this situation are out of material fear, namely loss of life. This is evident from other symptoms also. He became so impatient that his famous bow, Gāṇḍīva, was slipping from his hands, and because his heart was burning within him, he was feeling a burning sensation of the skin. All these are due to a material conception of life. Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Jata Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavam Scha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatam Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadaitam Savadutam Parijana Savitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakam Vitamscha Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Svamaniti Namine Namaste Sarasvate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. So, Arjuna is in great fear. Why is Arjuna in such a fearful state? He's a self-realized soul. What's going on here? Is Krishna's personal companion? How could he be afraid? Well, he's showing himself as one of us. He's playing the role of a conditioned soul so that Krishna can enlighten him to bring him out of his so-called illusion. In other words, Arjuna is not in illusion, but we are in illusion. So out of kindness upon us, Arjuna is playing the role of a conditioned soul so that Krishna can speak these transcendental words known as the Bhagavad Gita. So the point is, if we hear very nicely, just as Arjuna heard very nicely, right now we're in a very fearful state. We're misidentifying these lumps of flesh and blood known as material bodies. If we hear very nicely, just as Arjuna heard very nicely, then we can be brought out of our fearful condition into the state of fearlessness, of Abhaya. Just like Prabhupada's name, Abhay Charanadavinda, only becomes fearless by taking shelter of the lotus feet of the Lord. So, do you want to be full of fear, or do you want to be fearless? We have the choice. If you want to remain in a state of fear, you can misidentify with that male body, that female body, that Indian body, that American body, or whatever. It's your choice. You have the free will, my dear listeners. You have the free will to choose to be in a state of fear or a state of fearlessness. So what I recommend is you kindly use your intelligence. Don't be carried away by the whims of the mind. The mind is actually, the uncontrolled mind is actually the greatest enemy. You know that? The greatest enemy is the uncontrolled mind. So my dear mind, Govinda Das says, please now engage yourself. Bhajahure mana Shrinanda Nandana Abhaya Charanara Vinduri. My dear mind. Sometimes we call the mind a rascal, but he's flattering the mind. My dear mind. Please now engage yourself in the devotional service of who? The divine son of Nanda Maharaj. Why didn't he just say Krishna? Well, Krishna is actually very pleased when he's referred to in reference to his devotees. His devotees are very dear to him. Nanda Maharaj, Yashoda Mai. They're very, 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 very dear to Krishna. So when you address him in reference to his devotees, he becomes very, very, very pleased. This divine son of Nanda Maharaj. Well, how can he be the son of Nanda Maharaj, one could ask? He's the father of all living entities. How in the world can he be somebody else's son? Well, that is his loving exchange. What is the relationship between the father and the son? The son is simply taking service from the father, isn't it? And the mother. So if Krishna is the father, then the father takes care of the children. He's serving them in so many ways, you see. So to take God as the son, that rasa means now even more service. Parents have to serve the son unlimitedly, in so many ways, always. Mother and father serving the son, he's going here, he's going there. Let me take care of him this way and that way and this way and that way. The parents are always serving the children. 24 hours a day they're serving the children, you see. So some devotees want to have that opportunity to be unlimitedly engaged in serving the Lord with every thought, word, and deed, and make them of Krishna's parents, you see. So such devotees who take such an austerity of being the parents of God, always being no thought for themselves, always thinking how to serve that little boy of ours in this way and that way, Krishna becomes very, very, very pleased with them. So when we address Krishna in that way, he's very, very happy. Nanda Nandana, you see. So what's the whole point of this Krishna consciousness process? It's not a cinema show. The whole point of Krishna consciousness is to awaken loving feelings for the Lord. Many times my disciples write me and say, Gurudev, I'm having difficulty, I'm not getting any taste from Krishna consciousness, what's going on here? So I have to tell them, actually you're not getting taste because you're engaging mechanically like an actor on the stage, you see. You're making a show of Krishna consciousness. You're not really feeling it within your heart. So the point is, if you really want to taste the ecstasy of Krishna consciousness, you actually want to be Krishna conscious, then we have to develop that loving mood, you see. Bhaktya, serving Krishna with love, you see. So right now we're thinking, just like somebody wrote me the other day, they said, I'm a selfless lover of God, but is it okay if I ask him for material benedictions? I had to tell him, no. That's not selfless service. God, give me this, give me that. That's selfishness, you see. So we approach God, give me this, give me that. It's like that old psalm. Give me a Cadillac, a brand new Cadillac, replete with Michelin tires. Give my wife a new silk sari. Give my kids a Harvard education. Give me a house by the sea. Om Jagadish Hari. You see, and they're coming to God, give me this, give me. I got my shopping list, my Lord. You see, that does not awaken loving feelings within the heart. You see. Such a mood of approaching God, you're actually cheating yourself big time. If you approach God with your shopping list, there's no love there, it's simply greed. You see. So let us kick out this tendency that God give me this, God me that. No, my dear Krishna, what can I give you? How can I serve you? There's a special prayer for invoking that mood. When does that prayer go? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. My dear Radharani, my dear Krishna, please now engage me in your loving service, pure loving service. So if we cultivate this mood of bhakti, then the whole world changes, you see. The material world is out there is the external energy of the Lord. Actually, Krishna is within every atom, between every atom. So you don't need to really go back to home, back to Godhead. All you have to do is awaken the loving feelings within your heart. And then you experience Krishna at every minute. How's that prayer go? Premanjana charita bhakti velochanena santak sadava hridayesha velokayanti yang shama shundaram yugana svarupam govindamari purusham tamaham bhajami. I worship Govinda, the Prime Member Lord, who is Shama Sundar. Krishna himself with inconceivable, innumerable attributes, who the pure devotees see in their heart of hearts with the eye of devotion, tinged with the salve of love. Wow, where can I get that salve? Where can I get that premanjana, you see? That special salve. Just like you go to the pharmacist over here on the other side of the road, from the pharmacy shop over here across from the temple, you see. We can ask them, do you have any premanjana? You see, that's the salve we want, you see. Premanjana. Well, it's interesting now in this connection. What was Prabhupada doing as a businessman before he renounced this world? He is a pharmacist. Day's pharmacy, you see. He actually developed a special medicine for toothache, an herbal medicine for toothache, very effective medicine. But now we have a much bigger ache. It's called heartache. The heart is tinged with lust, anger, greed, madness, illusion, and envy. So now instead of day, now we still have Day's pharmacy. It's called ISKCON. You see. This is the new transcendental Day's pharmacy. But here we have a medicine, one medicine only from the ISKCON pharmacy, and that is premanjana, the ointment of love of God. So how do you apply this ointment? You put it on your eyes? No. This is a very mystical ointment. You may be surprised to hear, someone may be surprised. This is an ointment for your eyes, you put it through your ears. You go, what? Put an eye ointment through my ears? Yes. This eye ointment, premanjana, is applied through the ears. By hearing the name of Krishna, the pastimes of Krishna, about the abode of Krishna, all these wonderful things, the teachings, all these wonderful things, unlimited qualities and pastimes and unlimited nectar is there in descriptions of Krishna. So you take this through your ears, the ears, and not one in one ear, not the other ear. You take it in through your ears, deep into your heart. You see, right now our hearts are polluted by lust, anger, greed, madness, illusion, and envy. But if you will take this ointment into your ears and boom, 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 down to the deepest, innermost regions of your heart, what will happen? It'll drive away all that crud down there, you see. Drive all that crud away. And the more you drive away that crud, the more you'll see Krishna. You experience Krishna everywhere. Just like we sing in the Shinga prayers. How's that go? Bahir nasingha hridaye nasingha. What does that mean? Krishna externally and Krishna internally. The Shinga is Krishna himself. In the most fearsome form, to drive away, to kill the demons. Well, why do we chant the Shinga prayers every day? Well, my dear listeners, we're also demons. Right now we're demons. We're demons with all kinds of material desires. So we pray to the Lord, please drive away take this Hiranyakashipu mentality out of my heart. Please get rid of this Hiranyakashipuism within me, you see, so that I can experience Nishinga within and Nishinga without. So what does that mean? Krishna within, Krishna without. So Prabhupada explains that actually not only do they experience Krishna within, like that verse states, they also experience Krishna without also. Can you imagine being able it's so nice to take the darshan, isn't it, of Krishna Balaram, Āṇḍīvaṁ, Radhasham Sundar, isn't it ecstatic? Especially in the morning, it was really unbelievably beautiful, you see. But just imagine you've experienced that wherever you go, wherever you look, whatever you see in every situation. You see, whether you're in Delhi, Loy Bazaar, or in New York City, in a subway, in an airplane, just imagine in any situation, if you could experience Krishna like that directly, you see. Well, that's the advantage of driving all this dirt out of the heart, because even Prabhupada personally told me, he said, now you must qualify yourself, a letter to Sankarshan Das. He said, now you must qualify to see Krishna face to face, you see. Well, that's the automatic result of awakening our Krishna consciousness. Krishna is already there, but we can't see him because our eyes are covered by lust, anger, greed, madness, illusion, and envy. So by this process of cleansing the heart of all the dirt accumulated for thousands and millions and billions and trillions and quadrillions of lifetimes, this process will bring us to the point of experiencing Krishna everywhere, you see. So, why not take it seriously? Is there any reason not to take this process seriously? We see so many come and so many go. I've been in this movement for over half a century. I've seen him come and I've seen him go, you see. I have devotees who got initiated with me, they're long gone. They're long gone. Why? Why do they come and they go from ISKCON? You see? Because they don't take the process seriously. They take it on some superficial way, you see, for some material benefit. So don't take this movement as for material benefit. Take this as the opportunity to get back jivera vepathuś, krishnera nityadas. Take this as the opportunity to get back who you really are. What do we say? Know who you are and be who you are. You simply have to know who you are, I'm the eternal servant of Krishna, and then learn from the bona fide spiritual master and the sages how to actually be who you are, you see. We're not here to impose something artificially on you. We're here to teach you how to be who you really are. Anybody object to being who they are? Well, do you object? You see. Nowadays, so many people object. I don't want to be a man. I don't want to be a woman. So they do this transgender thing. Well, I'm going to be a woman instead of a man. The men think I'm going to be a woman. The women think I'm going to be a man. Now there's a new thing in the market called trans species. Some people actually think I'm a dog, and they eat out of a bowl and they crawl around on all fours. Can you imagine how weird it's getting nowadays? Transspeciesism is a new thing out there in the world. So they're not satisfied being a human being or a man or a woman. Why? Because that's not who you are. That's why they're trying to find something else. This transgenderism, transspeciesism is coming because people are not satisfied being identifying with their bodies. So this Krishna consciousness movement offers a solution for transgenderism, transspeciesism, because actually you're not that body. You're not that male body, you're not that female body, you're not that human body. You're actually an eternal spiritual being, qualitatively one with the Supreme Lord. That's who you really are. So this movement can solve all the problems of the world. Another big problem nowadays, what is that? Drought. Just like in Austin, we have our ashram there. We had such a nice, beautiful lawn, but now it's withered from drought. You see, it's an ugly lawn now. All those dry spots everywhere. This is a big problem now. Drought is going on. There's even one island out in the east of Africa. They have to fly in bottled water so that people don't die of thirst. Can you imagine? They have to fly in by airplanes bottles of water so people don't die of thirst. Can you imagine how bad it's getting right now? This is because we're not performing yajna. Krishna says this: from performing yajna, the rains come. You see. Actually, we're going to see the material waters become more and more and more problematic because they're not performing yajna. The yajna for this age, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. So for no other reason, even for material benefit, they should chant Hare Krishna. Even so the rain can come. They think, well, the real basis of our society is oil, or high tech, or this or that. But no, the real basis of economic development is the rain, you see. I don't care how much oil you have, how much high tech, artificial intelligence you develop on your computers. If you don't have water, the whole thing is finished. Our whole civilization is built on water, not oil, you see. So you don't have any water, the whole thing's going to collapse. The whole thing will collapse. The whole civilization will come crashing down. Boom, you see, with no water, you see. So we have to, even for material benefit, we should teach them to chant Hare Krishna. Because otherwise our whole civilization, boom, will be finished. You see. So, of course, we're not interested in material benefit. We understand. But even for that purpose, they should chant Hare Krishna. We're interested in getting back to there may be drought, there may be flood, we don't care, because this is not our home. Our real home, and this whole thing's going to be inhaled anyway with Mahavishnu. It'll all be finished and Mahavishnu inhales. So it's not that big of a deal for us, what's going on. But for their benefit, for their own society, yes, they should chant Hare Krishna. But the trouble is they don't want to hear. They're more interested in sex life and sex, money and power. They're more interested in those things. Give me money, give me sex, give me power. You see, they're going crazy after this material sense gratification. But the trouble is, no matter how much sense enjoyment they get, they're not happy. No matter how much sex they have, how much money they have, no matter how many followers they can accumulate, they're never happy because that is not their constitutional position. So let us not be misled by sex, money, and power. Let us be intelligent enough to realize I don't need sex, I don't need money, I don't need followers. All I need, nadanam najanam nasundarim kavitam vajagiri sakama. Yay! All I need is the awakening of Krishna consciousness within my heart. I just somehow have to wake up, get out of the illusion and confusion and perfusion that I'm going through now. I somehow have to get out of this illusion. Here I am, even though I know I'm not this body, I'm still thinking this is me. You see. That's the difficulty we're having, my dear devotees. We still think I'm this body. Even though we know better, but still we keep identifying with it, isn't it? We think, oh, I cut my finger. Oh no, I was shaving, I nicked myself. But actually I didn't nick myself when I was shaving, little accidental thing with a razor. I didn't nick myself, no. The self is unnickable. So we have to give up this unthinkable disease, this unthinkable madness of bodily misidentification. So how do you do it? Well, my bodies want to kick it out. 18, 18, 18, 18, 18, 18, 18. But that doesn't work because if they want to do an 1880, we advise them, we'll do an 1880. If you want to deny everything, then deny denial also. You see, they want to deny everything. All right, then deny your process also and find something transcendental to accept. That's Krishna consciousness, you see. You want to deny everything material, that's great, but you have to ultimately deny denial and accept something transcendental. But that they don't want to do, because they think they become God by denying everything. Why don't you deny the desire to become God, my dear Mayavadi? Why don't you deny the desire to become God, you see? That's still a material desire. Actually, the Mayavadis have the greatest material desire. They want to be God. They're not. They have the biggest material desire, these Mayavadi rascals, you see. So why don't you deny your denial tendency and learn to accept something transcendental. Accept this mission of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, you see, to awaken the living entities from their sleep. Why not take his advice? Jeev jago, guru chandra bole. Why not take Lord Chaitanya's advice? Wake out of Maya, get out of illusion, and dedicate your life for making the world Krishna conscious. Why not do that? We have to do something, isn't it? We're meant to do something. We can't just do nothing like the Mayavadis, I want to do anything. You have to do something. So why not do the greatest something and take Lord Chaitanya's mission as your life and soul? Deliver the fallen souls back to home, back to Godhead. So why not do that? All we're asking you, my dear listeners, all I'm really asking you is please be intelligent. You see, the mind the mind can take over, or the mind can be under the intelligence. The intelligence is actually higher than the mind, but the difficulty is we let our mind override our intelligence. Instead of doing what is intelligent, we act according to the mind's whims. That is our foolishness. We act according to our mental whims instead of using our intelligence. So don't be the slave of your mind. Become the master of your mind. What's that called? That? Goswami. I say, but Goswami is just for the sannyasis. I'm a woman or I'm a brahmacharya. No, we're all supposed to be Goswamis. This is the Goswami movement. I don't care if you're a woman's body or a brahmachari body, whatever, a household, whatever your position is, you're all meant to be Goswamis, you see, masters of our senses. Pacha vegam, manakroda vegam, jiva vegam, mudaro, pasta vegam, etan vatam yo vishaheta dera sarvam apimam pratishim shishushat. One who can conquer mind, words, anger, tongue, belly, and genitals can make the whole world Krishna conscious. So let's do that. Let's all be Goswamis here. Let's get out of this madness of sense gratification, serving my tongue, my belly, my genitals. Let's get out of this madness of serving these rascal senses who are pulling us into the delusion of the cycle of birth and death, the whirlpool of birth and death. Let's stop being the rascal, stupid idiots who are serving these senses. It doesn't make sense to serve your senses. It makes sense to master your senses. So Prabhupada has come to teach us this art on behalf of the previous acharyas, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, Bhakti Vinod Thakur, Jagannath Das Babaji, the six Goswamis, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, all the previous acharyas, Madhvacharya, Roma-harṣaś, going back to Narada Muni and Brahmaji. They're all teaching us how to get out of illusion. So stop listening to your rascal mind and listen to the great acharyas, the great spiritual masters who have come to deliver us from this cycle of birth and death. This is intelligence. you see. And then when the mind says, give me this, it says, my dear mind, this is not good for you. My dear mind, this is good for you, this is not good for you. You see. We have to have the power known as discrimination to analyze based on Guru, Sadhu, and Shastra what's good for us and what's bad for us. You have to always analyze everything you do. Is this good for my Krishna consciousness? Is this bad for my Krishna consciousness? If you just let your mind carry away, I guarantee you, you'll do so many things bad for your Krishna consciousness. But don't let your mind dictate to you what you should do and what you should not do. Use your intelligence based on the scriptures and the spiritual masters. Use your intelligence to do. Say, mind, this is good, you can do it. This mind, this is bad, you can't do it. You see. In this way, you have to. It's the power of discrimination is there in the minds of advanced devotees. So let us get out of this neophyte position of being carried away by the mental whims and become actually advanced devotees who use our intelligence in all times, places, and circumstances to do what is good for us and avoid what is bad for us. You understand these points? Is it clear to you what I'm saying here? Is it just going over your head? I'm asking you. It makes sense? Okay. So let's hear from the bona fide spiritual masters. Let's take their instructions deep, deep, deep into our hearts, and this way make our lives successful and get out of this hellish nightmare called samsara, a wheel of birth and death. So we have about 10 minutes left. If there's any questions or arguments? I'm here. Yes.
You're talking about a drought in your time.
Yes, the drought. Huh?
So, I mean, you all devotees must be doing Sankirtan, Harinam. So how much Harinam do you have to do to bring the rain?
How much Harinam is necessary to get rid of the drought? Well, I'll tell you, if we get the whole world chanting, there won't be any drought. Get the whole planet chanting Hare Krishna, this will become a paradise. Actually, Prabhupada tells us in his Purport, very wonderful Purport I read the other day. The very time of Lord Ramachandra, it was called Raja. There was no sickness, no poverty, no anxiety. And here's the most amazing thing, Mataji. Prabhupada said there was no death even unless you wanted to die. Can you imagine? And Prabhupada said we can have the same atmosphere here in the Kali Yuga by the introduction of the Krishna consciousness movement. So let us make Krishna consciousness the worldwide religion, that all the presidents, the prime ministers, all the leaders of the world are Krishna conscious and training their people how to be Krishna conscious. Then I guarantee no drought will be there, you see. But right now we have rascals like this Trump and so many rascals who want to lead the world who are just greedy sex mongers. This man was a rapist. And now people want to make him the president. He was a cheater and a rapist, and now they want to make him the president, you see, because they're all cheaters and rapists, you see. So we need to bring ideal men and women to the leadership positions now all over the world, and in this way the drought will be finished, you see. But as long as these rakshasas are leading this planet like they're doing right now, drought, 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 drought. We have Krishna conscious leadership in Vedic culture. The Rajarshi, the leaders were saints. The Brahmins were not taking the leadership positions, but they were instructing the leaders. You see. The Brahmanas, the spiritual masters, were instructing the Rajarshis how to rule their citizens in a Krishna conscious way. So we don't need to take the leadership positions, but we want the leaders to be taking guidance from us. All the President of the United States, the Prime Minister, all these leaders, they should take guidance from us and how to rule their countries in a way that is pleasing to Krishna. I guarantee you that there'll be no drought then. But until then, you can expect a lot of troubles on this planet. Expect a lot of troubles. As long as these rakshasas are ruling, there'll be trouble, trouble, more and more trouble, I guarantee you. So, yes?
So, aren't we supposed to be the great leaders to lead somebody?
Yes, we're supposed to become leaders. That's right. By our qualities, by our instructions. That's right. That's right. We have to be leaders of our own senses, first of all. What does that saying go? Physician, heal thyself. You want to be a doctor and you're sick? Here I am sick in the bed and I want to go to the office and be a doctor. I'll contaminate my patients, my own sickness. You see. The Brahman class, they have to become faultless. The Brahman class had to become faultless. They become pure devotees, you see. then we can actually do our service of leading the world. Until then, we can't even lead ourselves. We're a bunch of godasas here wanting to be the leaders of the world. We can't even lead our own senses, you see. So if we become, actually an amazing thing you'll hear from Prabhupada's purport. This is the most amazing purports I've ever read. He said, if one can chant the holy name of the Lord without offense, we know that we have the 10 offenses, right? If he can chant the holy name of the Lord without offense, listen to this. This is an amazing thing. He becomes Jagat Guru. You have the potency of becoming Jagat Guru right there in your bead bag. Can you imagine? Just like this gentleman has a bead bag right here. Wake up. Wake up. I'm talking about you. He has a bead bag, a great bead bag around his neck, you see. Do you know that you have the propensity of being a Jagat Guru right there in your bead bag? Jagat Guru is right there waiting you in your bead bag. We all have the propensity to become Jagat Guru. It's simply becoming a bunch of namaparadis. That's the problem. But even one of us, even if any one of us, one of the Mahārajis, one of the sannyasis, brahmacharis, whoever, even if one of us becomes an offensive chanter of the holy name, that one devotee, by his potency, the whole world will become Krishna conscious. So think about it the next time you chant your rounds. I'm not making it up. It's right there in the CC purport. I'm not making it up. I'm simply bringing what Prabhupada says in his books. I don't add anything or subtract anything. I tell it like it is. You may like it, you may not like it. That's all right. My duty is to give you exactly what Prabhupada has said. That's it. I may be perfect, I may be imperfect. That's not the point. And the point is, my duty is to give you this knowledge that Prabhupada has given us without addition or subtraction. I may be rascal number one, full of all bad qualities, but my service is to simply give you exactly what Prabhupada has given to me. If I can do that, my life is successful. I can die happy that I did what my Guru Maharaj told me to do. I preached it as it is. If I can do that, I know my life is successful. Even though I may have so many bad qualities, so many laziness, craziness, so many bad qualities I may have, but I will give you exactly what Prabhupada has given me, and then my life is successful. Yes?
So you say, just giving, but aren't we supposed to purify according to the Shastra ourselves?
That's what I've been saying. Physician, heal thyself. I know you're always bringing this point again and again and again. It's good you're bringing this point. But I already said that a minute ago.
But you said that I may be perfect, may not be perfect, but I'm doing it.
Yeah, Prabhupada said that. I said that because Prabhupada said that. I'm repeating what Prabhupada said.
Yeah, but
You can ask Prabhupada about that one, because that's what he said.
aren't we supposed to become perfect?
What do you think? Should we become perfect or not? What do you think? Should we become perfect or not? Should we become perfect? What is your opinion? Should we become perfect? What is your opinion?
We should be perfect.
Right. Of course we should become perfect. But the point is, someone who's perfect doesn't think he's perfect. He doesn't have, oh yes, I'm perfect. The perfect person doesn't agitate, oh yes, I'm perfect. The perfect person says, I'm not perfect. And it's like Bhaktivinoda, kabbe, habbe, when my offense, the perfect person presents himself as an imperfect person. Kabbe, habbe, bolo, se, dinamar. When, oh, when will that day be mine? When my offenses ceasing, taste for the name increasing, when in my heart will your mercy shine? Kambe, hambe, bolo, se, dinamar. So the great sages who are perfect, they present themselves as imperfect. They say, oh yes, my dear devotees, I'm a pure devotee. I'm perfect. Look out, if somebody advertises himself as perfect. Look out, run, get away as fast as you can. It's a sahaja.
We cannot say ourselves perfect, but at least we should become perfect.
Absolutely. Of course. Prabhupada ordered us to become perfect. Prabhupada told me in one letter, this letter is a great treasure for me. He told me, all material desires zero. And then after when he signed his pen, when he signed his name with a pen, he took up to the letter. He underlined all material. He underlined with his pen all material. So that sits in my heart. Prabhupada ordered me he emphasized all material desires zero. You see, so that's the order I received from my Guru Maharaj. All material desires zero, and I'm praying for his mercy in spite of my fallen condition. I'm praying for his mercy that I can come to that position of all material desire zero. That's how Prabhupada ordered me personally. So I'm begging for that mercy from Prabhupada that I can come to that position of all material desire of zero. Any other questions? Yes.
Hare Krishna, Srila Gurudev. Srila Gurudev, when we hear that we are not this body, we are a spirit soul, can we completely deny the existence of body? Because when we get hurt, we feel pain. So the self-realized soul, does they also feel the same pain or they do not feel the pain?
Well, they know the pain is there. That's why they take care of their bodily needs. The pure devotee also, if there's something wrong with his body, he takes care of it. Just like Prabhupada he had some difficulties in his body, and he was advised to take a walk. And he did that. He followed the doctor's order. A morning walk became a standard part of Prabhupada's daily activities because he was advised by a physician to do that. So it's not denying the body doesn't mean you, as you're being self, doesn't mean you neglect the bodily needs. I know I'm not the body, but it's a tool Krishna has given me to use in his service. So there's some difficulty with the body, I follow expert advice how to take care of it, you see. It's like I had some seizures. I had 3 seizures, and the doctor said, you take this medicine every day, and I'm very religiously taking that medicine every day. Because this is a machine. Krishna gave me this brain, this body, and it's my duty to keep it in good shape in Prabhupada's and Krishna's service and Prabhupada's service. So we don't deny taking care of the body. We don't do it thinking I am the body. We do it as thinking this is a machine that Krishna has given me, and let me take good care of it. Our time is up, and he must squeeze one last question in there. What about argument? Anybody want to shoot me down as being a rascal?
As your grace mentioned about the 1880 process that Mayavadi follows, but they don't know that one will have to deny the denial process. So a devotee does not follow this process of 1880. So basically, how a devotee should work on their shortcomings.
On their what? Kick him out with boot. What does Krishna say? Vishayavani vartante neraha rashidehina rashavashang paro rashpa parang vishnuni vartate. The embodied soul may be restricted from sense enjoyment, though the taste with sense object remains, but ceasing its engagements by experiencing the higher taste, he is fixed in consciousness. So, we don't deny the desire for taste, but we find the higher taste, simple thing. Instead of going after the lower taste, instead of saying taste is false, we say taste is okay, but you have to go for the higher taste. I want loving relationship, isn't it? That's why I see a very popular thing in America. They have no wife, no husband. What do? They keep a dog. Everybody wants loving relationship. It's like one man, he kept a warthog as his pet. And then one day, he would even take a nap with the warthog. But then one day, the warthog came to kill him. With this big tusk, he actually attacked him and almost killed him. So we may try to have friends have love in this material world, but this love is always imperfect, you see. So the desire for love is there. Now we have to have that love with the Supreme Personality of God who can give us unlimited loving reciprocation. So I guess that's it. Everybody get out there, make the world Krishna, make yourself Krishna conscious, and make the whole world Krishna conscious ASAP, so we can put a stop to this drought within our hearts and within the world outside. Thank you, Hare Krishna.